Hi guys, this is Misha from Made Up Me Search, and today we're going to continue in the Declutter series. Here you can see my drawer of cream complexion products where I keep my highlighters, blushes, contours, everything. And again, I'm going to be putting everything I want into the little basket on the left, and the rest of the stuff I will either bin if it's too expired to use, or I will give it to my friends and family. So I guess let's get started. First, I want to take this Made by Mitchell Curve case. This one is in the shade lighter. It is a bit too light for me, but I kind of feel like I have to give it another shot. So I will be definitely keeping that because I didn't get that much use out of it yet. Then we have this beautiful Couture Stick blush. I really like the shape of the blush. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous red shade. And I don't have many reds, so I'm keeping that. As well as these. Those are my free pudding pots. I do have many, many shades at this point, and I'm using them all the time. So I feel like it would be a shame if I threw these away. My two favorite shades are definitely Bee and Faded. Those are just some gorgeous everyday shades, but the rest are awesome too. They're a bit more cool toned and a little bit more pinky. Definitely keeping those. Next, I have these Colourpop matte blushes. I have the shade Angel Energy and Cherry Blossom. I feel like these two are very similar, so I'm just going to keep the shade Cherry Blossom and I'll put the other one on my giveaway pile. Next, we have the Troublemaker Cushion Blush. I do like this one a lot too, so I'll keep it for now. And also we have this new Essence Soft Touch Blush. I just swatched it, it's brand new. It's going to be in an upcoming video, so I'm keeping that. Next, we have this Essence Juicy Bomb Blush. This was a limited edition, and I don't think I got much use out of it, so I'll try to use it a little bit more now. We have this Rimmel Stick Blush, which is absolutely stunning. I love this shade of purple, and I would definitely recommend their blushes. They're gorgeous formula as well. Then we have this blush from Fui. This is like a dual situation where you're supposed to like create ombre with the two shades. This is very pale blush, but I feel like I can still make it work pretty well, and it's fun to use. Next, I have my matte Nimia blushes. These are actually very similar to the pudding pots. There are three shades. I have all of them. I love these. They're very pigmented, very beautiful. So I'll be definitely keeping these as well. Then I have this Catrice blush, which is supposed to be like kind of the same thing, a dupe for the Fui pudding pots, but I will keep that because it's a different shade. This Essence one is also very similar to that. It's a nice, but I feel like this kind of color is something that I have in like 50 different formats, so I'll give this one away. Then we have this Kiko blush. This is probably my most used liquid blush. It is a bit old, but I do love it very, very much, and I will be keeping that for sure. This is the NYX Fat Cheeks blush. This is a very cute, everyday, kind of glowy, but very buildable and blendable blush. So I'm definitely keeping that one. Next, we have this Her Ampoule blusher. This is so hard to get, and also it's not very cheap, so I'll be definitely keeping that. It's kind of hard to use because it's very glowy and liquidy, but I'm not letting go of that. I need to figure it out a little bit more. Then I have this Romance blush. I absolutely love this. It's a gorgeous mauvey glowy shade. It makes your skin look so freaking juicy. Then we have this Fenty blusher. This is like a dual blush situation. I do love the formula, but I gotta say honestly that these two shades are just really not a bit of me at the moment. And I feel like somebody could probably use this better. So I will be giving this one away to someone. Then we have this Asana Jelly Tint. I completely forgot I had this. And yeah, this just dried up and broke off and escaped to the floor. So I will be tossing this. Then we have this jelly blush. This is from Revolution. I wanted to use this in a video, so I will keep it so that I can actually test it out. I haven't used this yet. Next, we're looking at this Aloha Hawaii, I think it's called. It's from Essence. It's limited edition collection blush. But honestly, I hate the packaging, and I also don't really like the formula. It's kind of chunky and like very reflective and metallic. It's not really my vibe anymore, so I'll be giving that one away, sadly, even though it does look kind of cool. Then we have this Jeffree Star Cosmetics blush. I haven't been really using this one a lot. It's in the shade Ice Cream Boulevard, but I don't know. I think I'm going to keep it because it was pretty expensive, but the shade is not really a bit of me. And also this one stains actually pretty freaking badly, which I had no idea about. Then I have this one from Catrice. This is their 2025 holiday collection blush. I really like it. I'm going to keep it. Next, we're looking at the Juicy Pang from Appia. This is like my favorite orange, like apricot shade blush. And I gotta say, this is just gorgeous. I'm so happy it still works. Probably expired, but I will keep it because I don't have anything like it. Next is this Morphe blusher. I honestly don't really like this one. The balminess is just not the right level, and the shade is not something I gravitate towards anymore. So this one will have a better home elsewhere. And same thing, this e.l.f. blush. This is their putty blush in the luminous version. I don't really like it anymore. Like, this is just not the type of finish I go for with my blushes, so I will give that away. This is the 3 Ina, I think. This is like their multi-use stick. You can use it as a bronzer, blush, or for your lips. I love this one. The shade 503 is like a perfect shade for everything for me. And yeah, definitely a keep. Another product we have is this Catrice blush. This was also a limited edition one. This is also a red blush. And yeah, I don't have many red blushes, so I will probably keep this one. It's not that similar to the previous one, but I also have this blush affair duo where you have a cream and a powder blush. And I feel like these are kind of in the same shade family, but this like strawberry pink red is not really my vibe. So I think I will be giving that two away, this duo, because I probably will not be wearing that. Next we have a Kiko cheek stain. I'm not really big on stains, so I will give that to someone. Same thing with this Essence. It is like a gel stick blush. I do love the formula, but I gotta say that this shade in particular, I don't really think this is for my skin tone. It's kind of hard to work with. I don't really think it suits me, so yeah, I'm gonna give this one away as well. Then we have this one from Crash Cosmetics. This was leaking oil and pigment freaking everywhere. So I'll be definitely tossing this one because it's annoying. Then we have this little duo from NYX. I do actually really like this stick. It is a more matte and dry formula. It's not super dewy, so it's really easy to work with, really easy to blend. And you get these two very wearable shades. It's like a nude pink and a little bit of an orangey one, so I'll be keeping that one. All right, next we have these House Labs Dewy Blushes. I have the shade Glassy Pitaya, which is like this crazy beautiful pink. And then I also have the shade Glossy Ginger, which is more like a cool tone nude. And I really like this one. I think it's probably the cutest shade that they have. And of course, I'm going to keep both of these because A, they're stunning, and B, those were not cheap at all. So I will be keeping these for sure. And I feel like it's nice to have a crazy pink like this in your collection anyway. So those are a keep. And you can see the pink one also stains pretty badly. Next I have this one from Colourpop. This is the Snatchery, I think it was Snatchery collection. And this is the blush. This is the most gorgeous terracotta red burnt shade. Love it so much. You can tell it's been there for a while. Next I have this ABH blush in the shade Latte. I was hunting this down so much and I really love it. It is a beautiful like everyday shade for me. Definitely a keep as well. Also wasn't cheap. Next we have this Wet n Wild blush. I really like this one. It is very versatile everyday shade for me, so I will be keeping that one. I also got it kind of recently, so I do like that. I have this blush from e.l.f. that is very similar, but just slightly different shade. So I kind of want to see how these two compare. And you can see the e.l.f. one is definitely a little bit more pigmented and a little bit different in tone, but I do quite like them both. You can also see that the e.l.f. one definitely goes a long way. There's a lot more pigment in the formula, but they're both really cute. So I might keep them just for comparison. Then I have these Essence Baby Got blushes. This one I think is pretty old. I don't know, I will check them, and yeah, the orange one is expired, and the other one I will probably keep just to have one of them on hand. Yeah, they're pretty cute. Next, I have this blush from Beauty Bay. This is their liquid blush. It is a very cute, like plushy matte formula. I don't have many blushes like this. And this is the shade Spring in particular. I really like this. I will be keeping this one for sure. I think it's worth keeping. And then I have these from Rare Beauty. The lighter one is the shade Bliss. I love this one so much. But you can kind of see that the formula is just not it anymore. It is kind of separated and it doesn't really, give the same payoff as the other shade, which is Encourage. It's a beautiful mauve. And I will be keeping that one because it's a lot newer. But I will have to get rid of Bliss and maybe get it eventually again if I really want it. Then I have these two lip blushes from Huda Beauty. These are not being sold anymore, I think. But the orange one used to be like my favorite thing ever when I had like orange hair. And the pink one I will get rid of because it is a lot more patchy. So I will be keeping just the orange one. As you can see, they're a stain and a blush. You can use them on your lips. I do like them both. So that's one keep and one giveaway. Then I have this made by Mitchell blush. This is again like a matte pot blush, very similar to the Fui Pudding Pot. I will be keeping that one. I do use it a lot. Then I have this Rem Beauty blush stick. I think this one is mostly gorgeous because of its shade. You don't see this type of orange very often in the stores, and I do quite like the formula as well, so that's a keep. Then I have this like jelly tint from Essence. I don't really use this, so I will get rid of it. I will, however, keep this Sunkissed blush from Maybelline. It does look really intimidating, but it is their matte finish blush and it blends into this like beautiful, almost sunburnt look. So I will definitely be keeping this one. Then we have this Vive blush balm. This is a wonderful product, but it's really not for me. The texture just doesn't work well with my complexion. And every time I try to apply it to my face, it like barely shows up. So I'm going to be giving that one away to someone who can get more use out of it. Then I have these blushes from Tarte. These are a lot more shimmery than I can take. And now let's move on to highlighters. This is the new NYX Buttermelt Stick Highlighter. I will be keeping that one because it's very new. So I also really like it, so I'll keep that. Then I have these jelly highlighters from Essence and Catrice. I do like all of these. I do really like the jelly formula textures that they've been coming out with. So those three I'm definitely going to be keeping because I feel like those are, just products that I will use on a daily basis. This little Romance highlighter, however, I will not be keeping. It is kind of chunky, almost like a sugar scrub, and it's very balmy, so it doesn't really just agree to my base at all, and I feel like someone else can get better use out of that. Then I have this Essence Diamond Stick. This is a beautiful highlighter. It does look very diamondy, love it. Same thing, this Jumbo Stick from NYX. This is a beautiful like inner corner highlight. And this stick from Rival Loves Me is not going to be staying with me. It is a bit too balmy, not enough diamondy, so I think someone else can use it better. And the same thing goes for this Tarte highlighter. I don't think I have a good use for this. It is like a yellow gold one, so I just have things that I like a bit better, so I will get rid of this one as well. Then we have this SNG Scalp highlighter. This one is technically more like a powder highlighter, so yeah, I will keep this one. It's gorgeous, iridescent, and pink, but I will put it to my regular highlighter drawer better than here. Next, I have this liquid highlighter from Rare Beauty. I used to love this one so much, but it is so old now and separated. I gotta get rid of it. This Essence one I will keep. I love wearing this on the vacation. It is like a beautiful, shimmery, glowy, goldy highlighter. And this Vive Supernova base I will also keep, as well as this Arborium base. But I will probably put these in my like complexion / primer drawer because I feel like I will be using them more that way. Specifically the Arborium base, I feel like I haven't been using that one at all, and it's been like really overhyped, so we will see. And now let's move on to the bronzers. This is bronzer / highlighter stick from Catrice. It is a beautiful cool toned contour, so I will be keeping that one also for traveling. Same goes for the Catrice Sculpt and Charm stick. This is brand new. This is such a beautiful cool toned contour shade, so I definitely have to keep that. I would recommend it if you're looking for something like this. Then I have these bronzers, liquid bronzer from Catrice, the Melted Sun one, which is again very cool toned. I'm keeping it solely for that. It's a gorgeous contour. And then I have this bronzer from Colourpop. Yeah, it's Colourpop. I will probably get rid of this one because it's a bit too dark for me, just the slightest bit too dark. And it's also very similar to different ones that I have. This is the Essence Baby Cut Bronze Stick Bronzer. This one has a gel formula, so I do prefer it to the cream one because it does sit a little bit better on my skin. I will be keeping that one. And this is my Rare Beauty bronzer stick. Very similar but better in tone, so I will get rid of the Colourpop one and keep these two. Next is this Makeup by Mario stick. I do love this one, but it just broke on me, so I will either depot it or just figure out a way to fix it. But yeah, it's really nice, but I don't know what to do with it now. And then I have like bronzing drop style products. This one from Essence I'm definitely going to keep. I do like it, and I think it's a beautiful alternative to different, more expensive ones, for example, Drunk Elephant. And then we have a similar product from Makeup by Mario. This one is a lot more shimmery, and it comes with a doe foot and also with a pump, depending on how you want to use this. You can use it as a bronzer, you can use it on your whole face, but it is a beautiful product, very like artistry coated, so I do want to keep it. And then I have my cream bronzers. I'm going to be keeping the Catrice Melted Sun one. I think this is a gorgeous bronzer. It's very versatile. You just have to kind of warm it up if you don't use it for a while. So yeah, this is, you can see how it looks over here. It is a really gorgeous bronzer. So I'll be keeping that one as like a nice affordable alternative to this one, for example, which is the Butter Biscuit from Fenty. One of my favorite bronzers of all time. Love it. Will definitely keep it. And then I have these two, which are from Makeup by Mario. They come together as kind of like a sculpting system. So first you put on this cream bronzer, and then on top you put this powder product, which has a setting powder, a highlighter, and a bronzer in it. So you kind of swirl the brush around and apply it on top to have like this really beautiful natural finish. So I will be putting the powder one in my powder drawer, and now let's get to the Made by Mitchell section. This is a chore. Like, I have so many of these. I will be just swatching these like kind of willy-nilly and getting rid of the ones that are separated. Some of these are older, some of these are newer. These glowy ones are the more newer purchases, so I will probably be keeping most of these. They're gorgeous. They come in like different levels of shine. So this is, I think Champagne Pop is the more glittery one, and Prosecco Pop is the less glittery one, which is kind of more like a Charlotte Tilbury glow filter situation, but it's really cute on the skin. So I will keep all of these shimmery ones. Here we have Bubble Trouble, which is gorgeous. You can use this as an eyeshadow topper even. Here we have one that was leaking everywhere. Yeah, that sucks, but it's gorgeous. Then we have a lot of these more colorful ones that can be used for anything, eyeshadow, eyeliner, wherever you want. But many of these are separated and not really working properly. So I will be getting rid of a lot of these colorful ones. Here we have Drip Drip, which is the silver one, probably the most iconic Made by Mitchell product ever. And here are some more shades that I really love, like Strawberry Cream. This one is such a classic on their Instagram. Like, they use this as blush on so many people and it looks stunning. So I definitely want to keep that one. And then we have some of these more like orangey, toasty shades. We also have the white one, which I would love to keep, but honestly, it's just not behaving as it should. So I'm probably going to get rid of it too, because it is pretty old. Yeah, it's not looking the best, honestly. Then we have some of these orangey shades as well. Can't Cope with Coral is probably my favorite blush shade ever made, so I will definitely keep that. And the last two ones we have are Dairy Queen, which I really have to get rid of because this one is, again, leaking oil everywhere. And then we have, you know, also Toasted Terracotta, which is a stunning orangey blush shade. So I did get rid of a lot of these, about a half, I would say. And now let's clean everything up and let's get to the satisfying time-lapse organization. go. This is everything nicely organized. So it's kind of categorized. In the back, we have the Main by Mitchell. Then we have some cream bronzers, more bronzers, blushes, highlighters, all kind of grouped together by the packaging. Now I'm keeping most of the blushes upside down because I want to see the shades, and that's usually how you do it the most easily. But this is everything. Yeah, there we go. I really like how this turned out. I feel like it's a much better use of space, and I love that I have most stuff in like little groups so I can access it more easily. Now, yeah, that is all. Thank you very much for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see the rest of this series. It will be coming anyway. We have way more drawers to go through, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!